Hey everybody, welcome. This is Sweezy's World. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you have a great week to come. Uh, all kinds of stuff to talk about. This is just a little teeny bit about war. With the advent of war seeming everywhere, and it seems like a lot of other countries around the world are now separating themselves from America, even their allies. Will America be able to stand strong and go to war on maybe 4 fronts? Now, do we have the manpower? Do we have the weapons, the ships, the armies, the tanks? Not yet. No, we don't. To fight a war on 4 fronts is going to be heck. It's going to be really, really hell on earth. Now, I'm just wondering what your thoughts are. Do you think the United States can do this? Do you think we can actually get out there and fight these wars? I mean, we'll be fighting, Iran and Russia and China and India and North Korea and a bunch of other little states out there. We'll be fighting in Yemen. What do you think? Do we have the big enough Navy to do this? Not really. We really don't. We have 12 carrier battle groups. Okay, that's a lot of firepower. But how many missiles coming from shore can they actually deter from hitting them big carriers? If they fire, I don't know, a couple hundred ballistic missiles at our carrier, will we be able to get them all? And if they fire these all around the world at our carriers, will we be able to protect the carrier? Because the carrier is the unus numerus, right? That and our nuclear-powered subs. Missile submarines, Ohio-class, ballistic missile subs. That's a major deterrent, but that's a nuclear deterrent. I know some people say that we're like maybe this close to maybe dropping a nuke down Iran to take out their nuclear, weapons, or maybe their nuclear power. I mean, no. The United States, in my humble opinion, will not fire the first nuclear weapon. Now, if somebody else fires a nuclear weapon, then we'll have to let leash holy hell on the world. And therein lies the end of the world as you and I know it. Big time. I mean, big time. If just one country, in my opinion, drops a frickin' nuke on another country, especially on Israel. Now, if Iran was to get one from Russia and use it on Israel, Katie bar the door, right? I mean, there's going to be all kinds of crap. We'll retaliate, with nuclear weapons, and then everybody who's got them is going to retaliate with nuclear weapons. And as it stands now, America, we're losing our friends, our allies. We are. And I'm not totally against that, but in order to do that, we need to have a military that is truly second to none. Now, I don't say anything bad about the sailors, the troops, the airmen. They themselves are spot on for the most part. But they don't have the numbers. We don't have the numbers. We're getting ready to build a 6th-generation fighter. Now, I'm a firm believer that since they announced that, they probably have already built some. Just saying. The way things go around here in this country, once they mention it, they've already got it. So I'm just saying. How many we may have, we don't know. But I'll bet you dimes to dollars to donuts that there's at least a squadron of these new 6th-generation fighters. I just bet you. So, but that's still not enough. We don't have the amount of ships, The president wants a massive military shipbuilding. Well, that's great, but that's a few years off once they start tomorrow. So what happens if war starts next week? We'll be short airplanes, ships, military men, Marine Corps, Army. We're going to be short military staff. We are. We just are. Thanks to the Well, the Biden administration during his glorious years destroyed the military, reduced it to a paper tiger. Just saying, it's the truth. If you don't like it, yeah, I'm sorry, but it is the truth. Now we have super good American fighting men and women. We do. They're very well trained. Hopefully, we hope they're very well trained, and some of the best in the world. But there's just not enough of them. You know, in order to fight the wars that are coming, and the amount of enemies that we may have to go up against, there's not enough manpower there to do it. That's our problem. We don't have enough ships, like I said, enough tanks. We don't have enough artillery. We don't have enough combat soldiers. We don't have enough combat air pilots and airplanes. And airplanes is a biggie. Okay, I know. We got a bunch of F-16s and a few F-15s floating around. We do have the F-22, which is under 100 of them now, right? 100 and what? Some, maybe at best. The F-35, yeah, we got a substantial amount of F-35, but, you know, so do they. You know, the enemies have their fifth generation fighters in large numbers. So if we go head to head, toe to toe, we better have darn good pilots. Just saying. So I want to know your thoughts. You know, I want to know your thoughts. We're kind of maybe on one hand barking up the wrong tree by trying to alienate some of our allies. But then again, if we were building everything here in America and we started building into a wartime frame of mind, we could probably get to where we need to be within a couple of years. And, you know, war's coming. World War III is imminent. Now, as to when, you know, I'm going to take a guess and make a prediction that unless something actually changes drastically, within the next 3 years, we will be in a full nuclear war. That's just my opinion. From what I can read and what I can see, some knowledge here and there that I happen to have access to and whatnot, you know, we could be barking up the wrong tree too early. Maybe we should back off a little bit and keep some of these allies. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, there's nothing but love for you. I truly mean it. Thanks for being here. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you like any of this and you like it all, please give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate that too. Need some subscribers just like you. All right. Hey, look, I'm Bob. This is Squeezy's World. It's nothing but love for you, and we'll catch you later.